All right, some news from Sudan. Sudan is in the grip of a very deadly cholera outbreak, one of the worst in recent years. In just 10 days, cholera cases have surged from 90 to over 800 a day. That's more than 2,500 cases of infection. At least 170 people are reported as dead. The epicenter is Khartoum and Omdurman. If you remember, Khartoum has just been declared free of the RSF. So people are actually returning to Khartoum. More than 34,000 people have returned to the city itself. But remember that that city has already been devastated by the war before, and that's just adding to it. The war caused there were some attacks on the power plants that have crippled the actual water system in that city itself, with no clean supply of water. Thousands and thousands of people are actually drinking contaminated water. So the perfect storm, really, if you think about it. 34,000 people returning. There is no clean water supply, and now there is an increase in basically pressure on the sanitation system itself. It's being overwhelmed, and there's no clean water. That's just a perfect storm for you to accelerate the spread of the cholera. Sudan's healthcare system is also really devastated. It's pretty much near collapse. More than 80% of hospitals are out of service. We are left with less than 1 out of every 5 hospitals running. And those ones themselves, they lack water, they lack electricity, and they lack basic medical supplies. Doctors Without Borders, they say that many patients, when they actually arrive to be saved, they arrive too late, and that the true scale of the outbreak may be much, much worse. Some people may be just dying without even coming to the actual hospital itself. Knowing that Khartoum and Omdurman are the 2 large cities, so people are actually, things are being reported, but there's many more smaller cities that go without reported. The cholera wave is just also not, it's just only one part of the health emergency. Sudan is also, we've talked about this, has also been battling meningitis outbreaks. All the while, over 14 million people remain displaced by the war. There are efforts to counter and contain the crisis, but these efforts are hampered by the still ongoing conflict and scarce resources and a global shortage of vaccines. I don't know how there's a global shortage of cholera vaccines, but there is. Sudan, my brothers and respective sisters, is facing a perfect storm of war, displacement with no end in sight. I need you to help me in spreading this out so we can get some help out to the people. Keep talking about Sudan.